saying to Amber that the way the interstates are labeled for exits is really a good plan, whereas the exit number is basically where what the mile marker would be, so you can really easily figure out how far you have to go. But I did find one exception to that rule. That exception is, oh, look at the size of the refineries here. A little bit bigger than the ones we used to have in Winnipeg, eh? Kentucky.
We're turning off this exit here.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going.
I don't either. I found one exception to the rule. Driving along this interstate here, we're getting down to exit 2,
North.
exit 1. And the very next exit to exit 1 would be, shouldn't be 1. The very next exit, 191. So there is the exception to the rule, is where you have an area where you're going to have a series of exits and they cross a couple of borders. In this case, we're kind of stuck, or kind of situated in an area of 3 states. So we're getting all sorts of neat things going on. Are we going the right way?
Yes.
Okay. The GPS doesn't think so.
It's screwed up.
Oh yeah, it's got us doing all sorts of things here.
We're just following 23 to Cincinnati.
Yeah. Let's watch the GPS and see what it's telling us to do for a little bit here. This is programmed to go to Cincy. Speed limit 35.
This way we go to towns. 35, 155.
It is telling us to go to Cincinnati, but it doesn't want to go the way we want, so it wants to keep turning us around. And the little character on our GPS, if you'll notice, little airplane. It's because we were flying to get home. Plus we had to get over the mountains. So we flew over the mountains. On the way down to Florida, it was a little kid's sleigh, snow sleigh. Then once we were getting down close, we switched it to a bobsled. And then we've when we got closer to Charlotte, I had it switched over to a stock car. Then after we left Charlotte, I thought I'd use a little airplane for a change. So, not really sure where we are. Amber does, because she's telling me where to go better than the GPS is. She's the one with the triptych, and when she navigates, we don't get lost. When I listen to the GPS, we get lost. Only got us lost once, didn't you?
Yeah.
Eh? Just one. Well, maybe more. Not really. We got lost once on our honeymoon.
Lost if you got gas in the car.
That's right, you just changed your directions.
Sightseeing.
Yeah, you're sightseeing, but
It's still 35.
On our honeymoon, we couldn't get to where we were trying to go, and Amber would find another route, and that didn't work. And there's a caboose. can't get to it to take a picture. It's another thing we do, take pictures of ourselves at cabooses, because they don't have them around anymore. But Amber got us lost on our honeymoon when we went out to Vancouver, British Columbia. Got us lost several times. Well, once, but took us a while to get back en route, so we tried several ways. But it turns out, because of the Expo 86,
Still 35.
because of Expo 86, the roads have been changed drastically for the big area that they had the Expo 86 set up. They had completely reconfigured roads, streets and roads and sidewalks, and so all the ones that Amber tried to get us on to get to where we were going didn't exist anymore. And she'd say, okay, well, let's try this route instead, and it didn't exist anymore. And then we'd try and backtrack or make a diversion around something, and the road we were trying to divert on didn't exist anymore. Then the road would get on a road and it existed, but it didn't go the direction of the map did anymore. So got to where we were going, and it was no thanks to the city changing everything up and the map printers not bothering to update the maps. So technically it wasn't her getting us lost, it was a combination of the maps and the city planners and the Expo 86 planners. Amber got us back on track and got us to where we were going. So like I say, when it comes to anything, I never get lost, because Amber's always telling me where to go. Just saying. So take it easy. Have a good one.